So when you look back on things like betrayal, right? And you say, oh, they did this to me. I don't have to feel any type of way no more because I realized that I was operating in a mind that was trying to keep up with that particular world. And if I was paying attention, then I would have gotten the signs that said, this is not going to work for you because this is not for you. But because my ego wanted to keep up with the world that was not created for me, my ego wanted to keep up, so I kept making excuses and I kept making narratives that made sense for what I was trying to keep up with. Oh, they just like that. Oh, this is just how it is. Oh, you can't. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. It's always something when you're trying to keep up because your ego doesn't want to go through the hard process. Your ego doesn't want to go through the hard process of having to find the truth for itself. So it would rather live in a lie. So this is where you realize that nothing was done to you, right? You got what you got for trying to keep up with a world that you thought you needed to keep up with. And you wanted to continually dismiss the fact that this situation was not for you. We find this all the time through our relationships. We just had to keep the man around because that meant that we had our stuff together. Having the man meant that we got a man, and having this and that and the other. And what it is that, and every single time it comes down to betrayal. Because you needed to keep up with the ideal. Every single time it comes down to betrayal. But it's not the person that betrayed you. It's the life that you were trying to keep up with that had nothing to do with you. But because you're trying to keep up with what you think you need to keep up with, you get betrayal. Because if it's not for you, then it will never be for you. So it's not the person that betrayed you. It's the mind. It's the mentality. It's the belief system. It's the spirituality of it. So this is how we come to forgiveness. This is how we come to forgiveness. This is how we come to forgiveness. Ain't nobody did nothing to you. The mentality did something to you. The lifestyle did something to you. You trying to keep up with what you think you needed to keep up with did something to you. So, this is like the best thing that could ever happen to anybody. Yeah. Because you get to come out of all of that, ridiculous way of thinking towards yourself. You get to come out of that. Some people live and die in it. Some people never learn the right way to go for themselves. Some people never learn the right way to go for themselves. Some people never learn the right train of thought. Some people never learn the right way to think for themselves and in accordance to themselves. Some people die trying to keep up with shit that they think they need to keep up with to be something that they think they need to be. Never really living as themselves. Yeah. Some people never make it out. Some people never make it out of the mind, out of the mentality. Some people never make it out. And this is why people stand on the name of Jesus. Because you could believe whatever you need to believe for your happiness, your betterment, and your evolution. But you can't tell somebody who's been operating in a particular frame of mind. You can't tell somebody that Jesus didn't save their soul, their life, their mind when they know how they used to think, how they know they used to be. How they know they used to act. And now, as a result of the power of God coming in their life and their heart and their mind, changing how they see themselves, my God, it's a wonder what can happen to a person when you see yourself in a higher light. Sometimes we need divine revelation for that. Yeah. Sometimes we need divine revelation for that. Everybody don't just get it like that. Everybody don't just, automatically think highly of themselves all the time. Some people have a gift of high self-esteem. Some may call it narcissism. Some people struggle with thinking highly of themselves. 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 Some people pretend to think highly of themselves because that works for them, and that's okay. Some people just don't see themselves as anything grand or great or big or anything like that. Some people don't see themselves as powerful. Some people don't see themselves as beautiful. So they do other things to compensate for not being beautiful. They'll go out and get a bunch of, different degrees so they can say, I may not be the most beautiful in the world, but I damn sure ain't the dumbest. And if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Because there is definitely a benefit in being smart over pretty. Definitely a benefit in being smart over pretty. Some men out here have learned the hard way. Hell, they rather have an ugly bitch who got some sense than a pretty bitch that's just dumb as fuck and don't want to do shit. God dang. And then that's how they learn. Pretty ain't everything. But when you're young and somebody told you that this is what your woman supposed to look like, pretty is everything. But they had to learn. Same goes with the women. We all wanted the same fine ass man. And then we got his ass. And he was just as dumb and lazy too. He's like, I'll take a funky, stanky motherfucker that want to get up and work and get some shit done. Hell, your fine motherfucking ass want to lay up and don't want to do shit. Everybody is the issue but you.